So being on TV in the mornings is like a performance. And I bless the fact that my parents made me dance and perform when I was growing up because it helps me to know you have to forget all the other outside things. So whether I'm going through a breakup, whether I'm going through a parent or a sibling that's not feeling well or a relative that has passed, I have to put on my best face to go out there and give a performance 2 hours in the morning for TV, that sort of thing.
Thank you all for joining us on Iwing Marketplace for another edition of Iwing Marketplace Chit Chat, where we give the opportunity for entrepreneurs to talk about themselves and what they do. I'm here with a very smart and intelligent lady. I'm just going to let her introduce herself.
Hi, so my name is Amashika Lorne. I am born and bred Jamaican. I am a communication specialist, a marketer. I have my own communications firm. I also host on TV, and the newest addition to all my titles is author, because I became an author in 2019 when I published my first Jamaican-themed coloring book. So that's me, all-rounder in a nutshell, but Jamaican at heart through and through.
Wow, wow, wow. That's interesting. You're doing quite a good number of things, and I'm really amazed. But let's start with your name, Amashika. What's the meaning of that name?
So my dad is a Pan-African, and all of my siblings and I have African names. So he has told me two things in life. The first time he told me my name meant little angel. Then a few years later, he said it meant princess of riches. So I tell people both. I said, I'm a little angel and I'm a princess of riches. So the wealth is coming. The wealth is coming. The riches in life are coming.
It's a beautiful name. I love
Thank
it,
you.
Amashika. But
And
you
it's
just
funny
recently...
because it's funny because when I went to a dance conference in Holland in 2006, a Japanese lady broke down the syllables of my name. And I think she said it meant, you know, a young girl who dances, sings, writes poems. So pretty much a performer. And then when I went to India, they pronounced it a little different. And this first part of it, the Amma, always had a meaning of, you know, of the mother line or motherly. So depending on where you go, some parts of it mean different things.
That's amazing. I mean, I'm fascinated that, you know, people of different background and origin can tell the meaning of the name. But tell us a little bit about your book. Why is the book so important? And what's the meaning behind the name again? Chat to me.
And chat to me and color. So I have, from growing up, my mom is a teacher and English specialist. My dad was an attorney, historian. He loved dealing with children as well. And I used to be on the road with them teaching or just observing their philanthropy. So I've always been working with children. Then I started growing up and I started teaching in my spare time, you know, joining different clubs that helped at-risk youth. And so it got to the point where I wanted to connect with children. But in 2016, I traveled to China. And I remember the tour guide, she was just reeling off all kinds of information about just, you know, where we were. And she seemed quite bored. And I said, you know, when I go back to Jamaica, I wanted to produce something that will enable us and empower us to be able to do that even in our sleep. So I got back home to Jamaica. My parents had done a coloring book when I was a little girl. I took that template, pretty much revamped it, added my own creative direction and style. And then I said I wanted to name it Chat to Me and Color. There's another element that makes the book very different from what my parents did too, because I have introduced the standardized way of writing what we say patois or Jamaican patois, as well as what is being put forward by the Jamaican language unit based at UA. So it has many layers, many themes, and it's just a beautiful project that I am so product that I'm just so proud of.
Wow, wow. And I'm also proud of you for
Thank
creating
you.
this. I know the creative process is not easy. So I always say kudos, you know, to people that have gone a step ahead, you know, build the confidence to create something. But is this the first thing you created, or you've always been this creative when you were a little girl?
When I was a little girl, the art form that I dabbled in the most was dancing. That is still my first love. Sometimes I look back and I say, man, I really need to get back to it. So I danced. I went to the Edna Manley School of Visual and Performing Arts every summer, and you would be exposed to performing arts as well as the visual arts. So as I said, I took to dancing, but I could do the others. But it was just a matter of I did art at the CSEC level. I didn't love it though. That, as I said, dancing was just my first love. And so I would scribble from time to time. My daddy will even tell you on his scrap paper, I was always drawing stick people and different things. And so I knew that I just wanted something that was a true reflection of me, where you have something that was for children, that was truly about Jamaican culture, and that I would be proud of. And I think all of those came together with this project, but it's not easy. And even working with creatives. And at the time when I started to conceptualize the book, I didn't have a lot of money. So I knew what I wanted the vision to look like. So it's a matter of I would save, pay for 3 illustrations, go again. I'd save, pay for another 3. And it took time to get to where it was eventually.
Wow, that's wonderful. This is a beautiful story, and I'm pretty sure it's going to inspire other people to be this creative like you. So, but I see you have a virtual series coming up, and
Yes.
can you please tell us about the virtual series? And is it for Jamaicans or people out of Jamaicans can be part of it?
All right, so we all saw how COVID-19 ravaged our lifestyles and lives from 2020 onwards into 2021. And so I saw some data coming out of Capri and UNICEF on how COVID-19 was impacting the Jamaican children. And I really just said, yo, what can I do? How can I help? I have a product that's for children. Let me see how I can do something. So I launched the Let's Get Coloring campaign, and it has two prongs. On one hand, we have the Color with Auntie Amma series. We started in January, and we have the next one coming up next week, Saturday. That's February 27th from 5 to 6 p.m. And it's open to everyone across the world. You just have to watch your time zone because it's 5 to 6 Jamaica time. So you can go to my website, amashika-associates.com, and all the details are there. Or if you go to my Instagram page, you just click the link in my bio and you'll get the details. But it's going to be a monthly virtual series right up until May, which is Child's Month in Jamaica. And it's really just an activity for the children. You know, sometimes you have all these dances and parties that are for the adults. I'm doing something cool just for our little one. So if you have a little one between the age of 6 to 12, this is the platform for you, and they can win prizes, and they're going to be coloring live. I am coloring live too, and we're just going to have a lot of fun. It's for them. We're exploring Jamaican content. And if I just talk a little bit about the event we're having next week, because we're still in Reggae Month in Jamaica, we're using page 4 of my book, which talks about the different genres of music that Jamaica gave to the world. And if you can read and see some of them, they're dancehall, reggae, ska, mento, dub. So we're going to be having a lot of fun learning, and I'm really excited. I feel like a kid again.
Wow, that's amazing. I don't think this is only for kids because someone like me, I love to learn about the different genre of music. And I see you have many different genre of music in Jamaica. Can you expatiate on that, please?
Right. So, I mean, what we hear now, you know, you were playing earlier a lot of Bob reggae, but there's roots rock reggae, there is dub, there's mento, there's ska, and it's really an evolution. And it also shows that even now today, the dancehall we're hearing is different from what Bob and Garnet Silk and Dennis Brown was producing, but it all comes from the people and the heart of us as Jamaicans. So I'm going to be taking the students through, or the participants through that timeline, and ensuring that they too will be able to recall this kind of information to teach others as we go along, because I won't be here forever. The ancestors won't be here, you know, they weren't here forever. So I have to ensure that we're passing on the information and ensuring that they're proud of it. But they're children, so you can't just have a regular class. You have to do something fun with them so that they can remember.
That's wonderful. Talking about reggae.
I see my friend from London. Hi, Amma.
Oh,
I
wonderful.
see Mohan. I see a couple of my friends. Hi, 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 everyone. It's so nice that you could join. And I see one person just asked, where can I get the book in Atlanta? If you click the link in the bio, we ship internationally. So if you click the link in my bio, you can get the book shipped to you.
Oh, that is very nice. So this is Reggae Mon, and we're still on Reggae Mon. So what's
Yeah.
your favorite reggae musician and your favorite reggae song?
Oh man. You know, to be honest, I listen to a lot. The first thing about music for me, because I'm a dancer first, is the beat. And so I can't say there is a favorite, but what I will say is my appreciation for reggae music on a whole grew when I started traveling out of Jamaica. And I met a lot of Africans, so persons from South Africa, Angola, as well as Zimbabwe. When they told me what Bob Marley and the Wailers music did for them and how it influenced their movement to independence, and I'm saying, wow, the music that my parents were listening to are really powerful. The lyrics are really potent. So I went and I dove into that the genre in itself. But I think my favorite memory that strikes out. I remember I was 7 years old and I was listening to Irie FM with Michael Tinglin. He's like a big brother to me. He was living with us at the time. My daddy took him under his wing as like a son. And we were listening to Irie FM and If Jah by Tony Rebel was playing. And I loved the song so much. And I was like, can we get it to replay? And he said, this is a radio, they don't, you can't just replay. So I remember he made me call in and I said, I want you to pull up that song for me. And they did. It was like the best thing ever. But so shout out to Tony Rebel. He keeps Rebel Salute annually. It's a very big event that we look forward to here in Jamaica. So that's like a memory that I etch in my heart when it comes to reggae music.
Wow, that's wonderful. So we like in Africa, in Cameroon, where I'm from, we love Bob Marley, and we sing a lot of Bob Marley. I mean, in school when we're with friends or in the neighborhood. But what are some other big reggae artists apart from Bob Marley in Jamaica?
Well, if you're looking at old school, there's the Marcia Griffiths, there is the Dennis Brown, the Garnet Silk, Daddy U-Roy. All of them are reggae artists too. But I think if you go new school now, we have a nice bunch coming out right now. You have the Lila Ike, you have Chronix, Jesse Royal, Kabaka, Pyramid. These are just some of the new ones coming up. But the music is still very potent and deep. Protege as well. So we listen to all of them. Them all play on the radio and we all just have a really good time and vibe to them.
Wow, that's really nice. We've been talking about your work and reggae music, but can you share us a little bit of what you've learned so far creating your own product and marketing it?
Wow, I am a marketer professionally, so I will say that has been a bonus on this journey. But as I said, being a creative, I ensure that I use those skills when I'm communicating with other people. So even my illustrator, sad to say, I've actually never met him in person, but thanks to the internet and being very descriptive, I am very clear with how I communicate with him, because I know sometimes average people have a difficult time communicating with graphic artists and illustrators. So I think getting that creative direction right is very important for your vision, and it saves you money and it saves you time. Another thing is really just seeing all the areas that your book or your product can fit in with. So if there are different days that are being celebrated, different things that are coming up, you just find how you would position it and just keep the message going along. But you have to be passionate and true to it. So if you don't believe in it, we're not going to believe in it either, So it's like, how are you selling us something that you don't even believe in? And people are very perceptive and discerning. So they will see right through oh, this is the greatest thing ever. So I think it's just being a marketer first has helped me, and because I'm so passionate about it and I know the value of it with children, I've done some testing with children, because as I said, my mommy is a teacher, so we went into the schools and we had them coloring from a very embryonic stage. So I know the value of my product, I believe in it, and at first I didn't get the support I was seeking in specific avenues, but as time went along, people started to see the vision as well and came on board, and I'm so happy to announce that my event for next week, Saturday, has now been listed on the Reggae Jamaica mobile app. That is the app that was created by the Reggae Month Secretariat under the Ministry of Culture in Jamaica. So little by little, people are recognizing the value of it, and I'm really appreciative of same.
Wow, can you show us the book? And when showing us the book, right, Tina just asked that. I'm glad you saw it. So, but you are truly inspiring, and you're truly a goal-getter. What drives you, and what do you do when you're not working?
When the truth is, and my friends know this, when I'm not working, I am sleeping. So being on TV in the mornings is like a performance. And I bless the fact that my parents made me dance and perform when I was growing up, because it helps me to know you have to forget all the other outside things. So whether I'm going through a breakup, whether I'm going through a parent or a sibling that's not feeling well or a relative that has passed, I have to put on my best face to go out there and give a performance 2 hours in the morning for TV, that sort of thing. So when I know I have something to do, like even now, I have to put on my best face and I give my best. When I'm not doing all of this, I am a very down to earth person. I like chilling with the people that I love most, and we laugh and we watch Netflix, we do normal things, but I like to be very chilled in those circumstances because I give so much of myself when I have to be live. In the other settings, I just like to see the people around me laughing and happy. That brings me a true sense of happiness and joy, knowing the ones I love are okay. So
I,
yeah,
lo-
I love
I
beats
love
though.
that. I love
I'm a
that.
big beats
Positive,
baby too.
positive vibes only. I love that. So, but before we go, this is the moment where you can say something, pitch yourself, talk about your book to people who are out of Jamaica that may want to get it or whatever. It's up to you.
All right. So, as I said, my name is Amashika Lorne, a born and bred Jamaican. I am the author for this Jamaican themed coloring book entitled Chat to Me and Color. It's 44 pages. It has 20 line drawings and 20 Jamaican proverbs. So you're really learning about Jamaican culture. You're seeing settings and scenes that are very unique to Jamaica as well. And it's very simple to read. If you even know basic English, it is easy to sound out the words and go along. Um, you see pretty much everything, and representation truly does matter. The whole Black Lives Movement is really represented in the book too, because the characters are representative of who we are, Black people, and it allows children to have those conversations with their parents as well. And it is for children, but it's for anybody that really wants to learn about Jamaican culture and just celebrate it. I think it has done very well in terms of children in the diaspora too, because they weren't able to travel home to Jamaica over last year for the regular summer holidays or Christmas. And but this is just version one, and we have some exciting things coming later this year. So just stay with me, stay with the movement, and I continue to be very appreciative of all the support I've been getting so far as well. If you want to make contact, you can always follow my handle, Amashika Lorne, on Instagram, or Amma_ASSOC_LTD. That's my business page on Instagram, or you can go to my website, amashika-associates.com. All the information is there as well.
Wow, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining us. You're truly amazing and inspiring. Keep doing what you're doing.
I
Thank
see
you.
a couple of people said hi. Let me just say hi to you all. Can't read out all the names, but big up yourselves from Jamaica.
Thank you all for joining us today. We appreciate, we always love when we share this beautiful information, when we have amazing guests like Amashika. Keep supporting Black businesses. This is Black Business Month. The reason that you have to support Black businesses, the reason that you have to get Amashika's book so your children can learn about Jamaica. Thank you all so much, and we are out.
Alrighty, bye.